You know how I bargain with your kind. First I put you in cages.
This is Black Mikey right here, just in case none of you guys know who that is. Song titled I Fear None.
Murder's a crime, homicide without time. That's the only thing that's on my mind. Bruce lays tight so I can make my climb. And got hollows for you haters trying to stop my shine. Ain't no putting salt in my game. Fuck around and empty your head or all of your brains. I hunt niggas like the ghost of Saddam Hussein. And yeah, got bullets for all y'all, man. Y'all niggas real trip, but guess what? Me too. Take 10 paces and draw. What it do? We can shoot, scratch, swashbuckle, whatever. Pick your weapon, but no to the core of your soul. The shit that you'll be stepping in is dangerous. Like I Kalosi. I'm slapping on you, looky loose and knocking out the nosy. I'm rolling with the riders and we rolling up the phonies. Got a duffel bag of heaters and I'm passing them to the homies singing. I fear none of them. And I put that on 5-9 grams. Got slugs for all of them. Come back, clap, fuck them, fuck them. And we say I fear none of them. And I put that on 5-9 grams. Got slugs for all of them. Come back, clap, fuck them, fuck them. In the south side, everything's so crazy. How the fuck you think I ended up this shady? Been smoking weed and water since I was a fucking baby. Yeah, Rosemary's baby is brazen. The one man on me, black one. I never been tooken out. I keep you bitch niggas looking out. The gangster chronicle crook, no doubt. Tear it off, nigga. Roll the fucking red carpet out. I'm with it like my nigga 9-ball. Catch a motherfucker slipping and sock his motherfucking thoughts on the wall. And get his chain and his bread before he fall. If you can't stomach the drama, then motherfuck you all. It's real shit jumping back in the turf, where you can get snuffed and stuffed under dirt. And turn your khakis to a mini dress or skirt. Super soak you niggas and make the text squirt singing. I fear none of them. And I put that on 5-9 grams. Got slugs for all of them. Come back, clap, fuck them, fuck them. And we say I fear none of them. And I put that on 5-9 grams. Got slugs for all of them. Come back, clap, fuck them, fuck them. A living legend like my OG. On me, Reverb Nation, the nigga, log on, get a piece. Blaze your blunts, pop your bottles, this one's for South East. And if you don't want funk, then you get treaty for peace. Mikey's a beast, and once I start, never will I cease until I turn your breezy on like a fucking strip tease. Yo, man, I don't know why you trying to get fly on me.
What's up, everybody? We got Mr. Finesse, Marquez Johnson up in the building. How y'all doing today, man? Well, if you look at the old pick in here, this is how Tyson Fury can slide his own glovey glove off. You know what I'm saying? Some of the motherfuckers like to poke holes in condoms and shit like that. But anyways, you know, it is what it is with the fight. Eventually, as many people that push this out and stuff like that, they're going to have no choice but to talk about it. And when they start talking about it, there's going to be some questions raised and stuff like that. Whether or not they do something about it, whatever, something's going to happen from it. There's too many people talking about this right now. And there's too many eyes that saw it. There's too many ears that have been talked to about it. So if one more thing pop out with Tyson Fury, you know, I don't want to talk about it, but if it come out that it is to be true, you know what I'm saying? This is going to be an enhancer. So at the end of the day, you know what they always say, once a drug addict, always a drug addict. Once a cheat, always a cheat. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If they're not going to do nothing about it, then it is what it is, because obviously, you know, PBC, Shelly Finkel, Al Heyman, and all them ain't saying nothing and doing nothing about it anyway. So, you know, I'm just going to chalk it up and leave it like that. But at the end of the day, guess what? Boxing goes on. You know what I'm saying? And so we got Adam Kornacki, you know, out there in the bushes. You know what I'm saying? He about to get him a little scrap on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I've been kind of, you know, I ain't been shitting on the dude, but like I've been shitting on Joe Joyce and shit like that. But hey, let's keep it like it is, man. That's I think that's gonna be a good motherfucking fight. But hey, at the end of the day, guess what? Like I said, boxing goes on. We got Tyrone up in here, but Tyrone is up in there, you know, getting his workout on. So I ain't really mad at him. You know, he doing something productive and shit. You know, Laws D is doing God knows what over there, probably playing video games and shit like that. But I was just wondering what you guys think about, you know, all this stuff, the water situation. Then also I want to know what you guys think about the Robert Buglionius fight. Well, Adam Konecki versus Robert Buglionius. You know, since you guys is out there. But hey, so since so I get some of them comments from you guys, I'm gonna put it like this with this glove situation. You got a lot of people out there defending Tyson Fury. You got boxers out there defending Tyson Fury. You got people on YouTube like Sporting Icons out there defending Tyson Fury. You can't defend this. There's too many glove pictures out there. There's glove pictures out there that they refuse to show on their YouTube pages, refuse to show on ESPN, refuse to show on Twitter and stuff like that. These Tyson Fury, you know what? They're not really protecting Tyson Fury. You know what it really is? I just really think that they everything about Deontay Wilder, they just want the dude to fail. And you know what I'm saying? Some of these guys has been writing for Anthony Joshua for fucking tough for years and stuff like that. But then when you see that look at Tyson Fury's glove. I could put three fingers in that motherfucker.
Exactly, yeah.
And all these guys out here, the first thing they want to say with all this thing is that the commission does this with the gloves, the ref does this, and they got all types of checks and balance. But look at this pic right here. Where's the checks and balance? And then around a minute and 12 seconds of the fourth round, you can see Tyson Fury try to put his hand in the goddamn glove because it's so goddamn loose. Right here in the pic, look at him. He's holding the glove in the damn thing. It's falling out. There's too many pictures out here for you to sit up over here and act like there's not a problem. It's too many. And if you think there ain't a problem, well, then guess what? You're probably part of the problem because you're over here protecting this dude, knowing now, well, you can't do it. Just because you have, Groves and a couple of other guys over here saying there's no benefit, there is a benefit because guess what? When you have, it's called deception. It's deceptive. And not only that, the rule state. What is the rule state? It basically states your hands got to be in that motherfucking glove. You're tampering with equipment. You know what I'm saying? And that's grounds for forfeiture. You didn't just do it in the first fight, you did it in the second fight. Now, I bet if I go to this motherfucking second fight and pull some shit up, this is the first fight. The picture is of the first fight, first of all. But it shows you that this guy is a habitual. If you look at all the pictures, they got a picture of the second fight where you can see literally, people want to say, oh, I don't see no knuckles. We not talking about the knuckles that you actually hit somebody with. We talking about the knuckles that your damn near your thumb be touching when you clench your goddamn shit. The inside of your palm, when your hand is balled up, it's showing you can see it from the inside of the glove. But obviously, it's not a problem. Obviously, Sporting Icons and all these other guys don't want to point it out. You can't say there's no benefit to this to justify that you did it, that he did it, because he did it. You know, you got Jack Reese right there sitting over there chilling. You know what I'm saying? He got a good bird's eye view, but obviously he can't see it because he's not paying attention to that. He's paying attention to everything else but the gloves. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get the other picture from the 12th round when Tyson Fury tried to get up because obviously he used the palm of he used the knuckles of the glove to get up, but I wanted to see how far that glove went down, but I couldn't get that angle from this video. But that's okay because hold up. That's okay. But the motherfucker did it. Too bad I ain't got no haters in here. Tyrone, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Just on mute.
What you think about this pick, man? When you can see, like, you can put 3 fingers in that motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm telling you behind the scenes. I think everything will come out in the wash. You know, the gloves and the other thing that we heard today. I'm not gonna say what, but it'll show itself.
Yeah, damn right. There's too many people out there. God damn it, my phone fucking acting wrong. Okay, I'm cool. Yeah. So, anyways, you know, we got a couple. What fights we got coming up, man? I know coming up not this weekend, but the damn it, fucking heartburn. Yeah, that's in July. Yeah, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got going on for fights. Come on. Let's see what we got. I know this weekend is kind of booty. Nah, it ain't booty. It's just that these motherfuckers ain't showing me. I forgot what's going on this weekend, but these motherfuckers ain't showing this shit. There was something interesting I saw on there. Maybe that was a Toledo thing I was looking at. So what do you got? What do you think about the Mikey Garcia? Tyrone?
I thought Vargas kind of, like you said, he kind of underestimated him. I thought Vargas was winning probably first 4 or 5 rounds. Then he got dropped, and he didn't really. After he got dropped, he started fighting scared. So that's probably why he lost it. But it was a close fight.
Yeah, I saw that same thing too, but I don't think he was scared. I just think that he just fucking whatever he was doing in those first couple rounds. I just think that it was a wrap. You know, he had that well, I want to say like maybe the second or third round, he had his best rounds, and then after that it went downhill because that shit he was doing wasn't working no more.
Yeah, he kind of got figured out, but I think. I think that's right about the level where he is. I think that close fight with him. I don't think Mikey Garcia can fight like a top level welterweight again. We saw what happened when he did last time.
Yeah, well, isn't Mikey Garcia talking about fighting Crawford?
Yeah, and Pacquiao, and I don't think he can beat those guys.
Yeah, I don't think he could beat those guys too. But I applaud the dude, man, for not at least not. You know, a lot of people want to say, well, paychecks and this and the third. You know what I'm saying? I think this guy honestly wants to win these fights, but you know, at least he's giving us these fights and stuff like that. But I don't think that he's gonna win either. I think that if he fights Crawford, damn for sure he's gonna get put to sleep if he don't get on the bicycle. And I think that if he fights Manny Pacquiao, I think that if he can't keep up with that work ethic. With Pacquiao's work rate, even though, you know, Pacquiao's getting a little bit older and stuff like that. But I think that Pacquiao can still put out that work rate, but you know, as you get older, you know what I'm saying, your chin, you know,
right.
You might not come in to fight 100% and stuff like that. You know, Pacquiao had a couple surgeries over the years and stuff like that. But I think that Pacquiao just whooped his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think what's wrong with Mikey Garcia is he thinks that because he was dominating those nobodies at 135, you know, the Dejans, Latikanins, whatever, and even Orlando Salido came off some bad losses. He never really fought a top-tier guy, and when he did, he got destroyed. Well, school. He didn't win a round versus Spence, and the scorecards reflected that.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's
so I think he's delusional.
Yeah, and that Spence fight, man, it was just like, people were trying to, saying, oh, Spence didn't knock him out and this and that, the third. It's like, it's kind of hard to knock somebody out that's, that's doing everything in a power not to get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? He kind of got on the bicycle, you know what I'm saying? And did what he did to survive, even though he was throwing up his hands and stuff like that, acting like he was winning rounds and stuff. That's good for him and Danny and all, but you convince the fans all you want to, but Chris Jornet, what's happening, baby? You could convince the fans all you want to and stuff like that, but you got to convince them goddamn judges with your hands. Underrated. What's happening, baby? You want to get on? Let me know. Matter of fact, I just put the damn thing in there. Let me see if oh, no, that's not. Whoops, damn. I hope that no. Whoops, didn't mean to. Okay, cool. That ain't gonna send. That was too many. That was a whole bunch of wave tracks I copied. Good thing it was too big because I would have blown up the whole chat. Yeah, JT, if you want to get on, talk about some boxing, man, or whatever, because we could move to something else. We can move to any topic. You know what I'm saying? Don't really matter. Because I am called Michael Johnson Boxing Talking More, not just boxing. So we can do whatever we want to in here. Yeah, Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying? They've been talking and stuff like that about having fights and stuff, but I don't think that now Mikey Garcia fight's gonna happen. Oh, we got Underrated in here, man. What's up, Underrated? What's happening, baby?
What's good, fam?
Oh, not much, man. Just chilling. Yeah, man. Right. How you been?
I've been all right.
You been paying attention to the boxing news lately?
Yeah, man. That fool Furry, man. There's a lot of stuff has come up against him, man. He been very quiet.
Well, he hasn't been very quiet. He's been over there in the UK doing interviews.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. He ain't been quiet. He been up over there doing a couple appearances and stuff like that. And then plus not only that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the dude just won is kind of like, I would be, if I was him, I would be, having fun and stuff like that. You got it on speaker?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's bleeding through.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I know he did an interview with him and his wife. He did an interview 2 days ago. I don't think that he's been quiet as people say he's been quiet, but I think that what people are saying is about, how flamboyant he is with his mouth, that he would have came out here and been a little bit more disruptive. What's that? Erratic, trying to shove it in Wilder's face and stuff like that. I think that's what people were expecting. I don't, but at the end of the day, maybe he has been a little bit quiet for the person that he is to win like he did, to get that belt, the WBC belt like he did, and solidify him being lineal and all that stuff. That's what I would say that he's been quiet with. He knows his gloves is fucked up. He knows that, he had some cocaine and shit like that. But now, it's really to tell you the truth, if it should, the WBC and the Nevada State Athletic Commission should have made a statement already. And the reason why I say that is 89 TV, what's happening, baby? And the reason why I say that is because the Alejandro Jimenez, this person was being bullied. The WBC came out expeditiously and made a statement. This Alejandro Jimenez popped for PEDs, Alejandra Jimenez made a statement. And then shortly after that, Alejandra Jimenez was stripped, but booty ass naked. Something I ain't trying to see. And then Franzon got her belt back. And there's no statement from the WBC. You know, so yeah, it's still bleeding a little bit. No, it's not bleeding now. It's not bleeding now. It'll be good now. So that just shows me that, you know, if the WBC really cared about Wilder like that, really cared about the boxer's safety, really cared about other boxers following the rules that they set, as well as the NASEC, Nevada State Athletic Commission. Yeah, you bleeding through again, JT. If the boxing commission really cared about their rules, like they do with all these other things, remember when old boy didn't want to piss? Nevada came out real quick and said, "No, you ain't going." I think was it Nevada or was it California? The boxing
California, I think.
Yeah, came out. You bleeding. It's I can hear myself.
Let's see.
And they came through, and they tried to stop it because you tried to circumvent the rules. You tried to circumvent the rules. Now look at you. Now somebody is clearly circumventing the rules in the ring. You could clearly see in Tyson Fury's glove that I can stack three of my fingers, put my three of my fingers in his glove, right? I can take his glove off right now. I can take Tyson Fury's glove off. Literally. And he did it in 2 fights in a row. And he did it for a reason. And he did it because he thought it was an advantage to him. Not that it was, it can't do nothing by theoretically by so-called these boxers out there. Because some of these boxers, Joe Groves ain't, if he was a boxing expert, then he'd be better off than what he is right now. I'm just a guy that watch boxing. I'm just a guy that's a fan of boxing. I can tell you right now, it's deceptive.
What did George Groves come out with? This is the same guy who retired at 30 because he was taking too much punishment and got knocked out twice by a guy 38, 39 years old, twice.
Yeah. It's deceptive. You know what I'm saying? If you watch the fight, the way Tyson Fury throws his jabs and the way Tyson Fury throws his punches, it's deceptive because his hands is sliding off Deontay Wilder's hands in some points. Not only that, you think you blocking the tip of the glove, but you ain't blocking the tip of the glove because when you block the tip of the glove, his hand fucking slips and connects to your fucking chin. That's what the problem is. You can't stop it. You try to slap it down, you ain't slapping nothing. And then guess what? You try to slap his hand down, you miss, and the fist lands. You can't slap it. You gotta hit him in his wrist to slap a jab. Just slap a jab down. Like Wilder was doing in the first fight. Hello. And then some boxers might not even pick up on it until after the fight, until the fans pick up on it and show you that this motherfucker was cheating. Now, really, to tell you the truth, if a boxer really wanted to have somebody investigate this thing, he'll make noise and it will happen because they will have no choice. They will have no choice but to make an example out of this. Tighten your fucking gloves up. You cannot be sliding your hand in and out of your motherfucking glove when you fucking feel like it. So you can sit up over here and try to connect, try to get these points, try to get your points up by flicking 4 inches, 5 inches of glove. Hello? You can't be doing that shit. And then people want to say the gloves and the wraps are meant to protect your knuckles. But if you look at bare knuckle fighting If you look at MMA, the reason why people get knocked out so quick, even in street fights, is because they don't have extra padding protecting them. How you most of the time these bare knuckle fighters break their fucking hands is because they're hitting foreheads, not jaws. So if Tyson Fury was to take his raw fucking fist and hit Deontay Wilder on the side of his fucking jaw or in his temple, no matter how pillow-fisted people say he is, he's going to knock somebody the fuck out. But if you put them fucking gloves on, them 10-ounce motherfucking gloves on, 8-ounce, whatever they are, how many ounces they was, and they're going to go down like that. It's going to take bunches and punches. But without the gloves, it's going to take one. Do the math. I ain't got to be a rocket scientist to fucking sit up over here and tell these weirdos exactly how it is and stuff like that. But these motherfuckers I went up over there, I was curious to what people had to say. And I was listening to the sporting icons. Now, this guy has he has, what I want to say is he has some type of structure to his channel. He has, some high-end graphics and stuff like that. And the way he puts content out, yeah, it comes out good, but it's not the correct content anyways. But nevertheless, he's dead ass wrong. If you're going to say there's no way that you could cheat with gloves because they have checks and balances, then why is Tyson Fury's glove looking like this? If you want to say, since the checks and balances won't allow you to slide your hand in and out your glove. If you can clearly look at Tyson Fury's glove right now, and I can put 3 fingers in that motherfucker because it's not stretched fully the fuck out. I can put 3 fingers in that hole. Straight up. There is a way for you to slide your hand in and out of your gloves. And it's in this picture right here. It's in this picture right here. So if sporting icons or whoever want to say that Tyson Fury didn't cheat with these gloves, y'all can believe what y'all want to believe. Y'all can talk about how y'all wanted to do. But it just shows you what type of person you is. You ain't about what's right and what's wrong. You were just about Deontay Wilder losing by any means necessary. Whether or not he was in the ring and slipped on a banana peel, whether or not he did a David Haye, busted his Achilles, whether or not it was a dust storm in the middle of the ring in Saudi Arabia.
Man, he was on one leg that whole fight. I don't care what nobody says. He was on one leg. I checked today. He was on one leg.
Yeah, I told you that. You know what I'm saying? I told everybody that. Everybody out there that want to say that. Look, and this is the thing though. You can't say Wilder didn't make any adjustments. You can't say Wilder's team didn't make adjustments because some of the times you couldn't hear him because they was in his ear. So you couldn't even hear him. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, you wasn't getting the full spectrum of what they were saying. You got people talking, you got the crowd noise, you got all this. You're not really fully hearing what they saying in the corner. And then not only that, if you ain't got no legs, then you get hit in the back of the head. What can you show that you tried to make improvement? You know what I'm saying? It's easier said than done. Everything in boxing, everything in sports, when it comes to somebody doing something, everything is easier said than done. I can always say, yeah, I would like Deontay Wilder to throw more combinations. Easier fucking said than done. I want to see Wilder throw more body punches than a straight jab to the body. Easier said than fucking done. You see what I'm saying? Because if I can do it, then maybe I should be a heavyweight boxer. Then maybe I should be boxing. Because it's easier said than done. It's stimulations. It's a coulda, shoulda, woulda. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. If Wilder's legs was okay, maybe we would have saw something different. It's a coulda, shoulda, woulda. I don't know. I'm not going to sit up over here and say that he wasn't going to show us nothing different, because at the end of the day, I don't know. But I can tell you that the thing that I do know, his legs were fucked up. I mean, his leg was fucked up. He's dragging around the ring. He's walking to the ring. Look at him. You know what I'm saying? It's not a fucking excuse. It's called pulling up the facts. I'm not talking about this is the reason why Wilder lost. I'm saying, hey, if you want to say that Wilder did not show any improvement, if Wilder did not show you that he did or did not have a game plan, what game plan was there to be had if you come into the ring with only one leg, get hit in the back of the head, and then show that you discombobulated? Now you're dealing with half a fighter. You see what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm somewhat of an athlete. You know what I'm saying? I play summer pro football and stuff like that. And people on the sideline, people after the game, and stuff like that, want to talk about people's performances and stuff like that. People want to talk about what motherfuckers should have did and could have done and stuff like that. But you don't. But when people start saying that people didn't give they all, people quit, and or y'all didn't make any improvements this game, and this guy, blah blah blah. You don't know what happened. You don't
Hey,
know
Mike.
what. Yeah.
Man, if it was anybody else on one leg, they'd be screaming it. Remember the Gamboa fight? Everybody was screaming it was on one leg. When
Yeah.
Charlo fought that Hispanic guy from wherever, he was on one. He couldn't even stand up. He fell by himself. It was a knockdown, and they were screaming it. But because of Wilder, nobody said anything.
You ain't lying. Damn, underrated dropped off again. He'll be back. But that's the way it is. Is like you said, Tyrone, is with the cheating. It's all of it. These cats, they don't want to play. They don't have to play fair. You know what I'm saying? But you got to come correct though, because when you don't come correct, real boxing fans know that you're full of shit. That you full of shit. Even though they riding with you and stuff like that, they know you full of shit. And that's the reason why you don't show that's the reason why people like Sporting Icons don't show their face. Because people know that you're fucking full of shit. And then when people know your face, they gonna call you out for your full of shitness. And you don't want that. That's the reason why you up over there ducking and hiding. You don't want nobody to know. What? Are you really a bought and paid for Matchroom Boxing employee? Because it seems like it. Because right after that, you got Edwin Hearn automatically talk about Tyson Fury and AJ. And with this glove situation, and God knows what that's gonna come out and in the next week or two, you might not even get that shit. You know what I'm saying? You had a guy get popped by UCAT a couple months ago, get what 5-year ban?
Yeah, something crazy like that. And he was a poor person.
Yeah, he was a poor person. A 5-year ban? So what do you think this guy gonna get got if he got popped for whatever, and then something else pop up, either gloves or something else? What do you think you're gonna do? You've been cheating. You know what I'm saying? They just had a boxer, and on the 27th of February, get a 4-year ban. You know what I'm saying? Then you had this guy, this British Hammer, Thauer Mark Dry, has been suspended from all sports for a period of 4 years following an anti-doping rule violation. So, you know, it's just one of those things. You know, was it really worth? I mean, I put it like this: is cheating really worth it? Is cheating really worth it? When you go home and you sleep at night, knowing that in order for you to become the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, you have to cheat. Is it really worth it? Because you can say, yeah, I got the belt. I'm getting the eyeballs put on me, right? I'm getting the recognition and everything. But deep down, when you by yourself, you know you have to cheat. You know now well you have unfinished business in the ring. But you know, at the end of the day, he don't care. He don't care. He don't care. Yeah, the dude got banned for 4 years. The other guy got banned for 4. I just looked it up on the UCAP website. He got banned for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? These cats can say whatever. This dude, Leon Cameron has been suspended for a period of 4 years following an anti-doping violation. Mr. Cameron provided a urine sample in competition following a bout against Mr. Nick Germain for the Commonwealth British Empire middleweight title on 27 April 2018. 2018, analysts of Mr. Cameron's A sample return for cocaine. Came back for the cocaine. And he got 4 years. Right? Tyson Fury got what? He didn't. Did he even get suspended, or did he just leave willingly on his own? I don't know, because he acting like those are his belts that Anthony Joshua got. Them ain't your belts, homie.
Not anymore, yeah.
Them ain't your belts. I don't care what that dude said. You possibly took steroids to beat Klitschko, and then you have cocaine in your system. You can't go around here. You can't go around here talk about you the man and this and the third. You know, I just don't understand.
I don't even know.
I just don't understand, how these cats out here can't take responsibility of their own actions.
I don't. That's another thing. I hear Deepcast all the time say that Wilder was destroyed or whatever, but these are the same guys who said, how did he get up off his back in that 12th round, the first fight? It doesn't really make sense. People change so quickly, and now all of a sudden the guy's fighting on one leg. Nobody wants to hear it. It's like he should go and amputate it, and that'll be a fair fight.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Anytime I see a fighter has a problem with him, I'm screaming at the TV, look, he has a bad leg or a bad knee or whatever. So why can't they do the same for Wilder? They say for all these other fighters and make excuses for them.
But they hate Wilder.
I don't think, to be honest, man, if anybody has something wrong physically in that fight, that is not an excuse, point blank. Anybody. If you're dragging your feet, I mean, what was it with remember the first Bellew Hay fight? The guy literally, the ring walk, was dragging his right leg, dragging it to get inside the ring. Mm-hmm. Like he was playing bop it with the canvas.
Yeah, and they tried their damnedest to give that fucking Bellew all the credit in the world, but that's the reason why he don't get it. He don't get the credit on the world because it's too obvious. It's too obvious. They tried their damnedest to give it to him, time and time, over and over again. They tried their damnedest to give that dude that win, but they can't do it. And that's the reason why. And that's the reason. If like put it like this, if it really was a fair win, and all that stuff, Tony will be fighting right now. If both of those wins was really a fair win, he'd be fighting right now. But he know he got lucky. And he know that he couldn't even do what he couldn't even put it down like he wanted to against a one-legged man.
Yeah, and then when he actually came up against somebody who has a little bit of skill, he went backwards.
Exactly.
And Eddie Hearn tried it. Did you see Eddie Hearn try it? I still have it as a picture. I need to switch it, but Eddie Hearn tried to help him off the canvas, off of a pillow puncher.
He can't. He needs to. I don't even know why he even commentated, man. I don't know why this dude commentating. Because, like, put it like this. If this dude gets TKO'd by Usyk, right?
Yep.
Gets TKO'd by Usyk and then quits. If he would have beat Usyk, he'd still be fucking boxing.
Oh, of course.
He'd still be fucking boxing. He knew it's a rap.
Yeah.
That's all it was. He knew it was a motherfucking rap. He got lucky against David Haye twice. Twice. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, you know, these guys out here, man, you know, I just think they're a bunch of weirdos. And God bless their hearts, man, because at the end of the day, you know, hating on Wilder, hating on, you know, trying to give Tony Bellew that win and stuff like that. At the end of the day, you only helping boxing out, really, to tell you the truth, because you get more and more fans geared into boxing, right?
Right.
Geared into boxing and starting to pay attention to boxing, and they're starting to realize that you're full of shit. That's the reason why people keep getting more subscribers. People keep getting more subscribers because your subscribers keeps coming up over here to the LDBC because you're full of shit.
Yeah, and they spread lies about the pay-per-views. First of all, those figures, Bob Arum came out and said are 1.2 million, which was, amazing. Like, what was the last fight that got over 1 million? What, Canelo Triple G? Canelo Triple G, the still is Wilder right now is probably in America the face of boxing. 1.2 million is, I mean, anybody getting above that is pretty much Mayweather if he comes back. 1.2 million buys. It's more than I thought it would. I thought it would be in the range from 1 to maybe 1.1 million. You said 800,000, went and did 1.2 million. It was a success.
Yeah, it's success, but I didn't. My stimulation was on that for what I said, but it was stimulated. I don't think the Super Bowl had anything to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Because those people out there that's watching that Super Bowl, man, they ain't giving a fuck about that shit. They ain't giving a fuck about that shit. That shit was being played in Buffalo Wild Wings. It's getting played in other spots and stuff like that. A lot of fights, a lot of pay-per-views for boxing don't even happen in them. So, you gotta put that in account too. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to put that in there, and they playing a commercial price, and that ain't had nothing to do with the Super Bowl. And I think really what happened most of it was that this actually was a big heavyweight fight that people want to see. Finally, when's the last time in America there was a big heavyweight fight, especially for all the marbles?
Lewis Tyson. That one.
You know what I'm saying?
Better than that. Shit. Especially, and it did good with a weak undercard. Imagine the next fight. I don't know if there's going to be a next fight considering what we were talking about behind the scenes, but yeah, man, it did a great job, and now this controversy only builds up the division, I guess.
Right. Because you got all kind of people out there on the internet and stuff like that. It seems like every time Mike Coppinger or somebody else gains PP, what's happening? Mike Coppinger is what's the other guy? Michael Benson or Benson. Every time these guys come out with something, people they run with it. They treat it as a gospel and stuff like that. But when a independent guy out here that's not affiliated with one of these big guys like ESPN, Dan Raphael too. Yep. Soon as what happens is a lot of people they want to gravitate to these guys, and these guys be wrong as fuck too. Them the same guys that was saying that Wilder got rid of Mark Breland. What happened with that? What happened with that? You know what I'm saying? And you had people out there talking about, oh, Mark Breland was crying outside of Wilder's locker room because he was fired and this and the third. It's like y'all pathetic. Y'all really pathetic if y'all think that just because somebody says it, when you look at the broad spectrum, his fighter lost and he pulled the plug. Couldn't there possibly be another explanation of why he was crying?
I don't even think he was crying. I think somebody come out with that and probably saw some other dude who looked like him and said he was. Who knows? Who knows what these guys will come out with anything and make a story.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's how these
I
ass
think
clowns
my main
is.
thing is they're glad that, Wilder lost, and instead of thinking of sitting down and thinking about the result logically, they're so happy it happened. Even when AJ lost to Ruiz, most of us come out and said he didn't look right.
Mm.
You know, pretty much everybody come out and said he didn't look right.
Yeah.
So why can't they say the same thing for Wilder? They said he got battered or whatever. Let's be honest. If you put anybody who's probably up over 170 pounds, over 170 pounds and can take a shot, they'll probably last all 12 rounds with Fury, honest to God.
Mm.
You train them for 3 months, they'll probably last. I mean, there has to be a reason why the guy was hitting harder, quote unquote. Not so much harder, but the other guy's balance. Or even looking at the other dude's balance and noticing that the guy's fighting on one leg.
Mm.
How are you 200 pounds in the first fight and he throws the kitchen sink? You don't move. You're 230 pounds the next fight and he looks at you and you go down.
Well,
people don't think.
Well, I don't, whether or not he's pillow fisted or not, it was possible, but how many punches the dude gonna have to throw to get him to put him down? It was possible, but let me read these comments and I'm gonna get into that. Gaines PP said these guys are fanboys like YouTubers Benson and Raphael. Yeah, them dudes shouldn't even have a job. I don't even know why, Raphael, your job is to go out here and write and stuff like that when you half-ass doing that. And Benson, I don't even know what the fuck you do. Like, what I'm saying? You go out here and you put out stuff from people telling you and stuff like that, and you always shitting on people. This is how it is. This is how you. Let me say the other thing before I'm getting that. At least Wilder didn't say I got KO'd by Junior Fa. Yep, inspiring. Yep. Was about to hit on what did you say before when I said I was about to hit on something? Tyrone?
Wait, did that actually happen?
No, I don't know. I was reading the comment.
No, but did he said he got
I don't know. I don't know. I was just reading the comment.
Oh.
What was I saying when I said I was gonna get back to something that you said?
Oh yeah, about how Wilder's balance was off. I said how's he 200 pounds in the first fight and doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. See, this is the thing though. It's like when you in a fight or you in a boxing ring, you know what I'm saying? You got people in your corner, right? Wilder got people in his corner. And people are literally looking for weaknesses. They're looking for what people are doing in the ring. They're looking for how you can get off your punches and what the other fighter is doing and stuff like that. You mean to tell me if me and Tyrone can see that Wilder had one leg, you mean to tell me that Tyson Fury's team didn't see that? You mean to tell me they didn't see that? They didn't see that, hey, this dude only got one leg, pick it up. He can't really defend himself. Only thing he can do is put his hands up. You mean to tell me they ain't gonna say that? Or are they gonna say, nah, let's just go up in here, stay on the back foot, now box this guy, and then hopefully we won't get hit with one of them Alabama slammers.
And to be honest, I see people talk about, what he needs to change for the next fight. We don't know what he was even able to show for this fight without the injury.
Mm.
I don't know what he improved on during camp because he wasn't able to show it. He wasn't able to show anything other than dragging his right foot and get no power on it. I mean, if I was sitting there literally on my knees, throwing punches basically, disabled, how can I ever show how good I was if I didn't come in even close to 100%?
Mm.
On one leg. We don't know what he was doing during camp because he wasn't able to show it. He wasn't able to show it.
Right.
He wasn't able to show what he can do because he's worried about just even moving around the ring, let alone what he was able to work on.
Mm. Right. Gaines PP said Wilder overrated. Wilder overtrained, and that's a fact. And that's a factor. Had 3 months between
Could be.
11-23-19 Ortiz, 2-22
9 days.
20 Fury. Yeah. I mean, he probably didn't overtrain, but obviously, you know, it could have been overtrained. It could have been he tweaked something. It could have been he didn't eat right. It could have been a whole bunch of things. But guess what? At the end of the day, you know, we got to do with Wilder lost and stuff like that, you know, and we got another fight coming up. A lot of people are talking about who Wilder should bring on his team, who Wilder shouldn't bring on his team, what Wilder should do, and the next fight, and this and the third. And you know what? This is what I think Wilder should do. Do whatever he thinks he needs to do to win. That's it. I don't care if it's George Foreman. I don't care who he brings in. Do whatever he needs to do to win, and that's point blank. Period. There ain't no, because this is the thing. George Foreman has seen many styles. George Foreman probably knows other styles, but those other styles probably ain't conducive to George Foreman's way of fighting. So George Foreman has to fight his style in the ring. And not only that, it's not like just because you're this type of fighter and stuff like that don't mean you can't show nobody. Because boxing and fighting ain't nothing but exploiting your opponent's weaknesses. Exploiting your opponent's weaknesses by way of your offense. So if George Foreman can see what he needs to do to win the fight, not on the aspect of being Big George, but on the aspect of being a tall guy like Deontay Wilder, a guy that can move around the ring like Deontay Wilder, a guy with the hand speed of Deontay Wilder. George Foreman knows what has a good idea on what Deontay Wilder needs to do in the ring. Just like a lot of those other past great heavyweight boxers that's been in the ring, multiple championship fights against more competition that there is in boxing that there is today. So, you know, I'm not going to say George can't help. I ain't going to say all these other guys can't help. I don't know. Half these guys can't even fucking talk right. Half these guys are slurring, can't remember shit, all kind of shit. So I don't know. It's whoever can come up with the best idea for this guy or can help him out with the jab, can help him out with, slapping some of Tyson Fury's weak-ass jabs down, exploiting Tyson Fury's pawn-ass jab. I don't know. The man just needs to do what he needs to do to get the motherfucking dub. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to keep saying it. Everything is easier said than done. You know? Everybody, I can sit up over here and say, yeah, it should be Lennox Lewis. Yeah, it should be this guy. It should be that guy. And Wolf. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It don't matter to me as long as he win. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I got one dislike. That's what's happening, man. I appreciate that. Sucker. I appreciate that for you taking the time out of your day for stopping by up over here and pressing that dislike button, man. I sure enough, man. Too bad you couldn't leave a comment. Probably because you're scared. Probably because you thought I was gonna fucking sit up over here and cut your ass out. But you be alright. But anyways, what else folks talking about out here in these streets, Tyrone?
Oh, I'm outside now. You hear all that background
No, I just ask what else is people out here talking in these streets?
Just the PBC fight this weekend, pretty much.
Uh, you talking about that?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's just she was wrong in boxing, right? Yeah, Majagba fighting that Eastern European guy, and you have Kalnaki fighting that guy. They're not fighting each other. Just showcase fights.
Yeah, I mean, they showcase fights and all that shit, but I'm not really expecting, FA to get up in there with especially you see him, he get put down his last fight and his defense ain't looking that great. So
Yeah,
I'm not really expecting him to get up in there, but him getting up in there and fighting a guy that's 17-6, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't know about that, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
hopefully he gets rid of this Kanju, whatever the motherfucking name is. Hopefully he gets rid of him and then get up in there. You got Adam Kanaki, you got Michael Hunter around here, you got all kind of guys around here. Hopefully you can get in with somebody else and try to create some havoc and stuff like that. I don't think F.A. Ajaba is a bad boxer. I think F.A. Ajaba needs to maybe possibly work on his defense. Not maybe, possibly. In my opinion, I think he needs to work on his defense a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Get his punches off, and also at the same time get a punch off and get back on defense expeditiously. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what some of these guys gonna look at. You miss, you could pay for it. You land, you could also pay for it as well. If you're not getting them.
He got put on his ass last night. I saw that live. I couldn't believe it. My brother, that was funny.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was funny too, but he toughed it out and he wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying? So, he mad him, but it didn't look good. That knockdown didn't look good. It looked like it hurt him a bit. So it wasn't like he just got back up like boing yoing yoing. He got back up like, oh shit, this motherfucker fighting. You know what I'm saying? So, man, they ain't got nothing on. They ain't got nothing on there, man. Yeah, man, that's the only thing I wanted to talk about, man. You got any last words?
Oh, that's about it. I mean, probably go live tomorrow or something.
Yeah, you go live tomorrow, man. Before you go live, just let us know, and I'll jump on there.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, everybody. On that note, shout outs to the LDBC and everybody stay sucker free.